Hello students, today is Thursday. Now I have gone through the lesson. I have gone through social science 8th standard 4th unit. I have gone through unit 4 People's Revolt. Now this is the third day. For 2 days we have completed learning objectives, introduction, origin of the Palayam, early revolts of South India. Now I am going to handle Pulithevar. Did you go through the previous portion? Did you study? What about Madesh? What about Amaravati? Did you go through the lesson? Vaishnavi? Did you study? Did you go through the lesson? See here, today I am going to start Pulithevar. Just I'll read it. Try to understand. Inba Tamilan and also Madesh. Try to go through the lesson. Akash, what about your online class? Are you interested in online class? Try to read with the help of your mother. You can also sit with your mother to watch online class. Okay, Akash. Pulithevar was the pioneer in Tamil Nadu. Pulithevar was the pioneer in Tamil Nadu to protest against the English rule in India. Pioneer means, I'll give the meaning here. Here, I have the meaning for pioneer. The first settler in new territory. The first settler in new territory. That is Munnodi. Pioneer means Munnodi. The first settler in new territory. The first settler in new territory, that is Munnodi. Protest means object. He was the first Pulithevar one to object English rule. He was the first one to object English rule. He was the Palayakarar of the Nerkattum Seval near Tirunelveli. Here, Nerkattum Seval is near Tirunelveli. He was the first Palayakara. He was the head of the Nerkattum Seval. Pulithevar was the head. It is near Tirunelveli. During the tenure, he refused to pay the tribute neither to Muhammad Ali, the Nawab of Arcot, nor to English. He was not able to pay the tax. He rejected to pay the tax to Muhammad Ali. That is, Muhammad Ali is the Nawab of Arcot. He refused to pay the tax. Further, he started opposing them. He was against them. Opposing means against them. Opposing means he was against the British rule. He was against the British. Hence, the force of the Nawab of Arcot and English attacked Pulithevar. Here, both the force attacked Pulithevar. Nawab of Arcot and the English attacked Pulithevar, but the combined force were defeated by Pulithevar at Tirunelveli. Pulithevar defeated both these forces, Nawab of Arcot and English, in Tirunelveli. Pulithevar was the first Indian Here, Pulithevar was the first Indian king to have fought and defeated the British in India. After this victory, Pulithevar attempted to form a league of the Palayakaras to oppose the British and the Nawab. Oppose means he was against the British. League means here union. League means union. League. League means union. 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 He formed a union of Palayakaras to defeat the British. Palayakaras to oppose the British and the Nawab. In 1759, Nerkattum Seval was attacked by the forces of Nawab of Arcot under the leadership of Yusuf Khan. Yusuf Khan was the leader, and under his leader, force of Nawab of Arcot fought against Pulithevar. Here Pulithevar now he was defeated at Andanallur, and the Nawab force captured Nedumkattu Seval, Nerkattum Seval in 1761. Here now Pulithevar was defeated by Yusuf Khan and the force of Nawab. Now they captured Nerkattum Seval in 1761. The British captured Nerkattum Seval in 1761. Now Pulithevar, who lived in exile, recaptured Nerkattum Seval in 1764. Again, Nerkattum Seval was under Pulithevar. Now Pulithevar captured Nerkattum Seval. Then he was defeated by Captain Campbell in 1767. Again, Pulithevar was defeated by Captain Campbell in 1767. Pulithevar escaped and died in exile without fulfilling his purpose. Here, exile means, here I have the Tamil meaning also for exile. Exile means banish. B-A-N-I-S-H. B-A-N-I-S-H. Exile. E-X-I-L-E. Exile means B-A-N-I-S-H. Banish. Here, நாடு கடத்துதல். நாடு கடத்துதல். He was sent away from his country. Exile means he was sent away from his country. That is banish. நாடு கடத்துதல். Who Pulithevar was sent out of his country. Escaped and died in exile without fulfilling his purpose, although his courageous trail of a struggle for independence in the history of South India. He was unable to fulfill his goal. Here, see here. He died without fulfilling his goal. Who Pulithevar died without fulfilling his goal, even though he was the first to oppose the British. Pulithevar was not able to fulfill his goal, even though he was the first to oppose the British. He was the first to oppose the British, and here his act was a courageous deed in the history of South India. Courageous means brave. His act was a brave deed in the history of India. His act, his trail was a courageous deed in the history of South India. Now next one. Veerapandiya Kattabomman. Next we can see tomorrow about Veerapandiya Kattabomman. Here Pulithevar, first he was he defeated the two forces. Then Pulithevar was defeated by the Nawab and Yusuf Khan, Nawab of Arcot and Yusuf Khan. Again Pulithevar captured Nerkattum Seval in 1761. Then he was sent outside his country. He was banished, that he was in exile, and then he died while he was in exile, and he was the first to oppose the British. Now students, tomorrow we can see Veerapandiya Kattabomman. Till then you have to study all the key words and key sentences about Pulithevar and the previous lesson also. Origin of the Palayam, early revolt of South India. Study it. We can see in the next class.